cough.
You can't read, bro.
I was actually,
Where you went to school?
New
UGA?
Orleans. I went to New Orleans.
Hey, hold on, man.
I went to Hey, I went.
That was intentional.
I went to. Hey, Brett. I went to New Orleans. I went to school in New Orleans.
You see how I looked at?
Hey, I went to the same school that dude that said 200. What school he went to?
You running, right? You running. It's too late. It's too late. Just let it go over your head. Let it go over your head. You went over Dante. Just let it go over your head. That's why. Don't forget, Brad. He owe you some money. I'm gonna have a little card for you. I gotta smooth things out. You already in that hole. Get comfortable. You know how you get.
Yeah. Hey. How you feel, man? How you feel?
Good, man. Where you been, man? I ain't seen you in weeks, man.
Man, Tommy, I got a job.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
part-time.
Yeah, I got a job.
Yeah, part-time job.
Yeah. How you feel, man?
Good, man. Good, man. Just been running around with the family. Mom Duke's in town, so.
Oh, shit? Okay.
Yeah. So I've been hanging out over there.
How long she here
back
for?
and forth for she was still a month.
Month. Oh, okay, Mom. We got Mom for a month.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
a whole month.
Great. Hey, what's the update on Wendell, man? What's happening? Give us a little feedback on that right
to
now.
everybody listening, Wendell called me last week. He had a hearing coming up. And this is the craziest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't even really no hearing. He just trying to bond out. That's it, just a bond. Because they had a hold on this bond, but
So they ain't let the man bond?
They ain't letting the man bond. So that he was supposed to be doing it. He called me Wednesday. Hopefully it came through and he was able to get out. But I won't know anything until probably today or tomorrow because he's supposed to give me a call. Let me know either way. So I'll be finding out today.
So he got a new attorney and everything?
Yeah, he got to hit to change everything up because they played around and the guy the first guy he fired. Then the second guy, he got suspended. So he been in between all of that. Now he finally got an attorney, and the hearing was supposed to be this week sometime.
So how long has he been waiting for a bond?
Since he got arrested the day after Mardi Gras. They went to his house and arrested him in his home.
February.
What it was like the end of February, the beginning of March, like the first week of March, up in that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
From that time, that's a long time,
That's
man.
a long time.
That's a long
Waiting
time.
on a bond for something that's a misdemeanor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's crazy.
That's the way they do it down in New Orleans.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
And like when we talk, he ain't pressed about it.
Right.
He ready to come home and everything, but he like, well, God teaching me a lesson now, so I gotta take it day by day, and I just gotta deal with what I gotta deal with. And then I commend him for that because I be going crazy, man. I be ready to get up out of that.
So we got the law and the system down there bad. School system bad. Saints bad.
Hey, watch your mouth, man. You was doing good. You was on the road, man. Watch your dirty mouth, man.
Yeah, everything bad.
Watch your dirty mouth, man. Watch your dirty mouth, man.
Wow, man. How the Saints do it? OTAs, man.
OTAs was cool, man. But you really can't tell. They ain't got no pads on. Everybody just running around.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to tell once they put them pads on and start getting to work.
Yeah, a lot of fighting's gonna go on.
Oh yeah, of course. But I like what Kellen Moore doing. He trying to build a bond. The coach already there, but he gonna change it up and mix it to how he wanted. But he trying to bring them guys to do stuff like they do a lot of community work. They go out, have fun, play paintball, do stuff like that to build that team camaraderie. So now you got guys going out to eat, hanging together, having a good bond. So he building on that. So and the guys are everybody excited now. So we need that, man.
More
we need
bad.
That.
So he's gonna be bad. He opened up a can of whoop ass when he first went in there. Talking about the fact because he opened up a can of whoop ass. They gonna Pierce and Walker going.
Man, please. Never heard of them.
I would not want to be the quarterback of the Saints when they play the Falcons.
Never heard of them.
I would not want to.
Never heard of them.
They're
Pierce
gonna be
and
trouble.
Pierce and Starter. Who's the other guy?
Walker.
Oh my goodness. How y'all look doing OTAs, man? What you think?
Man, like you said, you can't really tell.
Yeah.
They running around. Mike Vick visited a couple of times, right?
Oh, for real?
And he said that Pennis look real good.
Okay.
Steve Barkowski even commented on it.
Man,
now,
that bum. I was like, tell me what no bum said.
Steve Barkowski said he look good. So everybody say he got a real cool
demeanor. Yeah,
you know,
that's good
right there, which is good, right? And we saw that at Washington, right? You know,
oh yeah.
It didn't look like nothing rattled him, you know. He you know, especially in that championship game.
Oh yeah,
he come back. You know, so you know we'll see though.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting this year.
Yeah,
it's gonna be very interesting. How many games he played last year? He played half the season.
I think it was three.
Yeah. So like it's really a new beginning then.
Yeah,
new beginning.
And those 3 games really took too long for him to get out there. He should have been out there. You know, right after we lost at the Saints, when and that's when Kurt said he was hurt and didn't tell nobody.
Yeah. No, we heard in that game, man. We heard that game. We
did. You know, but he was hurt.
Penix
regardless and said that, you
Penix
know,
next.
That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. You know, y'all don't really have a defense that's gonna hurt anybody. You know, so
we beat y'all. You just said we spanked y'all last year.
You just said last year. We got the same last team. Year. Right, Cool spanked us.
We got the same team.
You know, Cool spanked us. Cool ended up spanking us, man, because he couldn't hit the field goal post. You know,
he saw that beating Kirk was taken, so he didn't want none of the action. That's what it was.
No, looked like he was worried about being deported. That's what it looked like.
Good excuse. Yeah, okay.
You know, so
good excuse. Good excuse.
You know what was happening around that time.
I don't remember.
You know, everything was getting ready to happen around that time.
I don't remember.
So it is what it is, though. You know, so we'll move forward. We'll see. But I will say this right here. You know, which I was happy to hear this that with Michael Vick, we was talking about Michael Vick, right? That the tickets went up twice the amount for the college that he's coaching, right?
Oh yeah,
it went up twice the amount.
Wow, that's good, man.
I'm like,
that's
man, that goes on to show you, that's good, right?
Yeah, and he gonna have a lot of athletes going show him support too, man. That's gonna be real good. He need that too. First year head coaching. That's gonna be real good.
Right, yeah. Hold on, man. This is the president calling.
President.
Hey, how can I help you?
You don't ask the president how you can help me.
What's it? Oh, I thought you were Donald Trump, James. Oh, wait, man. Man,
don't. Man, hang that phone up, man.
I'm recording, man. You know, I thought you was...
Hey, man, like Chris Tucker said, you're ruining our film, man.
I'll call you back.
Hey, you're ruining our film. Hang up. Jackie Chan want to talk to you. Hang up, man.
All right. It said Trump.
Hey, look, that's $5 right there. Hey, that's $5 right there. Oh yeah, you interrupted our filming, man.
Interrupt the film.
Yeah, time is money. Money is
right.
time.
We'll do it.
So if that was actually the president called, what would you tell him, man?
I can't say it over the air.
Oh, you can't.
I will say.
You can't.
I will say, man, you redhead, Chucky looking, bad breath stinking Donald Trump. What are you doing, man?
You wouldn't say that. You'd be like,
yes, I would. I was like, man, you know, I can't believe you, man.
You can't believe, man?
You said you weren't going to deport nobody. You did.
Shit.
Oh, did he say that?
He said that, but he's deporting everybody. He said just criminals.
He did.
He said only criminals.
That's what he said.
He deporting everybody. He said everybody. Hey, mama, women, kids, everybody.
I'm going to back off the hotels. I'm going to back off, you know. And then in one breath, he said, turn it up. Turn it up. Let's go back at it. I'm like, man, this guy right here, man. He say something, then he changes his mind.
All the time, quick. Man. Now he got the farmers mad at night. He say not. They gonna take it easy on the workers for the farmers now, man. You heard him say that?
Yeah, but do I believe that? No. You know, don't. You know, don't believe the words that come out his mouth.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
But he ran off. He ran off what he said he's gonna do, and seems to me that's the only true thing that's happening. What he said he was gonna do, he's doing it.
He's doing it too. Yeah.
If you ask anything else, then you know it's different. But he's doing what he says he's gonna do.
That and more, man. What you think about his followers now? Because it's like that mega stuff like a cult. How they reacting to all this?
Well, you know, it's different reactions. You know, some of them saying, okay, hey, you know, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm with him. I'm still with him. Some of them, like, questioning. And then, you know, like, Margie Green. She was talking about something, you know, the big, beautiful bill.
Oh, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, the big, beautiful bill.
Beautiful bill.
And she said she didn't read, I think, one of the pages there. She said, I never would have voted for it if I had read it. Man, come on.
Yeah, he sounded like a clown. I saw that, man. I didn't read those pages. You knew it was in there.
Man, she sounded like she went to school in New Orleans, man. I didn't read it, man.
Oh, she from Georgia, man. Where she went to school? UGA? You said she go to school UGA?
And so I'm like, okay, this is crazy, right? And speaking of the bill, Thomas Matthew, the Republican in Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
He said, hey, I don't agree with the bill or anything like that, and they say that actually that the bill will put us in a bigger deficit than anything else,
ever.
Right?
Yeah,
And I'm like, okay, so if y'all see that's gonna happen, then why y'all agreeing with this bill?
And that's the crazy part. Republicans they about penny pinching. They ain't trying to spend money. Yeah. They want to bring the deficit down, all that. But it's like they changing. Right. They don't want Big Brother over their shoulder. But once this MAGA stuff came through, it's like they done turned completely
it's
around.
always like the Democrats, they would say, will be the big spenders, right?
Yep.
So now it's vice versa.
Yes, they done spun it around.
And they let him do whatever he wanted to do.
And that's the crazy part, man. Do you think he's abusing the authority he has?
Yeah.
Number one, and number two, do you think the Republicans, because they control everything, do you think they're just allowing him to do whatever he wants?
They are. They allow. There is no argument. Who have stood up to him and said, no, we're not going to do that?
True.
No, it's no argument. It's like
you have one or two, but that's it. That's it.
Yeah, then he take them in a room.
Yeah, they changed his mind.
Like I was just talking about Thomas Master, right? Yeah. He said, hey, I think he should be thrown out of office. Now, how you going to throw a senator out of office?
That's crazy.
He was voted in.
That's crazy.
And that's the thing. Like, they like, whatever he say is bond, his word. Man, he's God Almighty, and we can't do nothing. We better not do nothing against him.
Yeah, and they scared him.
He's gonna get us thrown out of office.
They scared him. That's the problem. They're not serving their constituents. They're just serving him. Right. And that's messed up, man. That's beyond politics.
It's beyond, So it brings me to this right here. Do you think that at midterm that these people are gonna say, okay, we saw what you did, we're gonna vote in a different direction? Or you think they're going to say, okay, well, man, it'll be okay. We ain't got but 2 more years left.
It's going to be split. It's going to be them crazy ones. I call them the Maggie crazies, the ones that he can't do no wrong, that's not about law and all this and that. They're going to stay with him no matter what he do. But the other people that's really going through it, that's going to be affected by all these laws and all these bills passing, all this stuff he's stripping and taking from Americans. Right. They going to say, like, no, we're not going for that. So they go switch sides just on the vote. But they're going to stay Republicans, but they're going to switch sides because it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the vote. My thing is, whether you Republican or Democrat, right? It don't make a difference about the party. It's about what's happening.
What's happening, yes. And what benefit you
that's
and
what
your
I'm saying.
family.
You could be a Republican, you could be a Democrat, but what's happening, with the world that makes the world better, that makes the people better, right? He been there over 6 months, right?
Yeah.
What's one thing that you can just say, okay, it was bad. Which, I mean, it's a lot of things, right? Everything him done was
Everything was bad.
But, what one thing you consider him saying, okay, this is real bad right here?
Him doing?
Mm-hmm, him doing.
Shit, when he first came in, them federal workers, man. Instead of sit down with the heads of each different department, find out what's going on, how they spending money, what's needed, what's not needed. Because the government overspend anyway. They always been doing that. They gonna continue to do it. But then you start slicing the pie. Well, maybe you don't need 200 workers in this department. Maybe you only need 100. Like that. But they went in there and they just was cutting everything. Fired everybody. That was crazy.
Right.
Even fired the important people like the nuclear analysts and all that, the engineers that watch the nuclear stuff that we got, man. Like, come on, man. We can't be doing that.
But then you wanna, you saying that you doing this to save money.
To save money, yes.
But it end up costing more money.
Yes.
Because the judges was like, no, you can't just go in and do this right here. You can't go in and just, especially a person been there and they're close to retirement, right? You can't just say, hey, you out of here.
You out of here, like, no. Man, and even if you move them to a different department or get them to do something else, you keep them people. They done gave their lives to this, man.
Yeah, civil service rights, man. Yes. And so with that, you just can't say, okay, you got to go. Yes. Then, then you attack people that had been there 6 or 7 months, and say, okay, hey, y'all probationary period. Y'all got to go.
Y'all got to go,
I'm like, well, what do you think about the big fall off?
Which? Oh, you talking about with his right hand, man?
Yeah, the big
Tesla
farmer,
man, Mr. Elon Musk. His boyfriend, right?
Wait a minute. What happened to Tesla that they had on the lawn of the White House, right? You know, Trump bought the Tesla. What happened to him?
Man, they tore that thing back where they got it from.
Man, they should have.
That was all for show, man. All for show. Getting that sitting in there. Oh, this is a nice car. Man, you don't even drive.
Right.
Get your tail out of here.
See what happened, right? With anything else, that was a sucker move. Elon didn't know he's getting sucked up like some syrup with a biscuit, right? He just didn't know it. It was a real sucker move, right? I'm going to use you to do all this right here.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to do like I do everybody else. Turn my back on
Oh, yeah, he got enough. Elon spent all that money thinking he was going to just be able to come in there, do whatever he wanted, and make sure that his companies was getting all these grants and loans and all these contracts. Man, get out of here with that. That man rode him till he couldn't ride him no more. And then Elon started like, man, this ain't right. Man. But he got himself in there. He deserved everything he gets.
Yeah. Hey, he bought it on himself.
Yep.
You know, I'm like, okay, really, man, you need to just back up and look at history, right? Just look at his first term. Look at what he did to some of the people, right? He fired a whole administration staff. So just back up, you know, and you didn't think you was going to get out of that. But,
yeah, like you was untouchable? Shit. You getting the same thing everybody else got.
It's funny, man. Now, look, your company almost bankrupt.
Yeah.
Stock almost gone. You know, and you thought Donald Trump was the best thing that happened to you. The joke's on you.
He learned the hard way.
Yeah.
Definitely learned the hard way.
Boy, he learned real hard, right? What that little boy said now? You know, the little boy was on the shoulder, son. Get out my daddy's chair. What is he saying now? My daddy threw you out the office.
That was crazy, bro. Yeah. That was crazy. Running around like he babysitting Elon Musk in your office, man.
Like, sit in your chair.
Made the United States look weak as hell, man.
Well, you know what? Donald Trump knew what he was doing. He just said, man, I got this sucker.
Hey, you saw the little Twitter fight that was going back and forth?
Yeah, boy, they were going back and forth. Elon on drugs.
You think so?
I don't know. That's what Donald Trump said.
Elon said that Trump was on that plane going to the island too.
That's what he said. See, I just really want them to just keep going at it. So all the dirt all the dirt coming out, right? Yeah. You know, I mean, it's a lot of dirt that's gonna come
They got dirt on each other.
Oh yeah,
You know that. They know all the secrets.
He gonna tell how Trump really didn't win the race. Let him keep going. He gonna tell how he interfered and Trump really didn't win. You know,
that's crazy, man.
Yeah. So crazy. Let him keep on going. You know, matter of fact, I think, man, you should just start something. You know, you be Trump and I be Elon, right? You know, and so I will tell you, I'll say, hey, Elon, come to my office.
No, I'm not coming.
Yes, you should.
You return my Tesla, chump.
I'm the damn president. I say get here now.
You only got that seat because I spent all the hundreds of millions of dollars.
You spent that?
You know that.
Oh yeah. How did he do it? Don't tell everybody.
No, I know where the body's at. Don't make me start talking. Hey, I got a social media account too.
In a conversation.
In the conversation.
In the conversation, yeah. In the conversation.
He knows some dirt though. I guarantee that. I guarantee that.
It's plenty.
I guarantee that.
That's
crazy. If that come out though, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh boy, I'm just waiting, right? And then I want to see what Mega gonna say about that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, what Mega gonna say.
It's still gonna support him.
Man,
they lie. That's fake news.
Yeah, that's that's what they like.
News.
Right?
Yeah.
Man, that's what they gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when he took and just said, okay, all the people that was in the riot, right? He said, they weren't insurrectional, they weren't nothing. You know, Mega, no, they weren't. They was some good people.
Yeah.
They was good old boys.
That's crazy, man. You run up in there, we still be in there. Still be there.
Bro, we wouldn't got out. We wouldn't have got out, you know. And then I hear that the Proud Boys want to sue him for $100 million.
I heard that. They gave the lady that was killed. They gave her family what it was $4 or $5 million.
Yeah,
they gave her family some money, and she went in there. She wasn't even supposed to be in there. Going in there to hurt people.
They say videos don't lie, and they showed the video. They showed everything.
Yeah.
Right? You know, and we saw it in black and white. Videos don't lie. And I'm like, they said those are peaceful people.
Yeah.
What was the peace at?
There was none. Shit, and you get that woman family all that money. They should have been suing her family. A couple of police got hurt too.
But
that
then,
was crazy.
But then, what about these officers? You know, that was at the Capitol.
Yeah.
You know, a few of them committed suicide behind.
I heard that. Yeah.
You know, they family didn't get anything. They still suffering from this mental stress and everything that they went through.
Yeah.
And they didn't get anything at all.
Nothing.
You know,
they did an interview with one of them guys when it was like a couple of months ago, and he said that like he still go through trauma and stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Yeah. You know,
you on your you defending. You supposed to just be really security, but you defending your life. You trying to defend these people in here, these crazy people coming in to harm you. And you know what I'm saying? You do this job every day. You literally at home on USR. You can't. And this happened. Oh, it gotta mess with
the same guy that sent those people on you is the same guy that you've been protecting.
Oh yeah,
you have protected them for 4 years.
Yeah, that
same guy. But guess what? He turned his back on them.
Yeah,
that's that. Hey, we should call him Mr. Turn Your Back. You know, because that's what he did. You know that you know it's just crazy, right? It's unreal. With 6 months, just the things that this president have done, right? I haven't seen anything good come out of it. Anything good.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, and there's so much of stuff. By the time you deal with one issue, is another issue coming out. Then you don't have no time to set your feet and really analyze everything going on because it's so much, and you'll forget about something that happened, and then the next week you'll hear about it. People losing, we losing our rights. He trying to get rid of really Social Security and all this stuff for these older people, and it's crazy, man. Insurance, everything.
Yeah, and then I'm looking at this right here, right? Everything is all about you.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing about the American people. The American people that put you there.
Yeah.
So how do you feel that these people that put him there, and we're gonna talk about the people that he's sending back, but yet they voted for him.
Yeah.
The people that suffer from the DEI, but yet they voted for him. Right? How you think they feel?
Like crap. They need to, man. They had you had a choice to pick. You already knew this man told you what he was gonna do, how he was gonna do it. You already knew that. But everybody he don't mean what he say. He's just saying that. And they let him get away with a lot of stuff. But he told y'all what he was gonna do day one. And he started doing it as soon as he got in there too. Yeah. Everybody out of here.
Well, I've talked to several of my clients, right, who are Hispanic.
Yeah.
And some of them have actually argued inside of their family because what was going on.
Yeah.
And I even had one client to say that his mother-in-law said Donald Trump has split our family up. And he said, no, Donald Trump didn't split our family up. It's the conversations that we had about what happened split our family up. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, it's that deep,
Yeah, it hit different because it affect you more, and you still voting for this. This man say, you already know inside your family if you got somebody that shouldn't be here, somebody that been here for years that shouldn't be here, and he's sending everybody. He don't care if they had kids or whatever. The kids going to everybody. Right. So that's heartless, man.
So do you think that the people feel that they've been betrayed?
Somewhat. Some of them feel that way, but some of them, like, they didn't get the concept. They wouldn't listen. They just Donald Trump. He's a millionaire. He got money. He know what he's talking about. He's a businessman. But there's a difference between running this country and running a business. Well, totally different.
They've said he had lots of bankruptcy, so that shows he wasn't a good businessman neither. So how could a bad businessman? He's gonna make a bad president. Bad on bad on bad. So. And I look at the situation, right? I say this: you voted for it, you got to stick with it.
Stick with it. You got no. You don't get that back. Right? You can't get that vote back.
You know what I'm saying? You can't get it back, right? So that powder is gonna be thrown in your face. Well, you better wipe it off and keep on going.
Keep on going.
Because he's definitely cutting it up.
Let me ask you something. Online, I've been seeing a lot of people telling African Americans, y'all stay home, don't be involved in this. All that protesting going on, like we've did enough. And at the end of the day, when we had these big protests, we the ones getting beat up and broken down. So how do you feel about that? What's your opinion about that, man?
Well, my opinion about that right there, right? You know, we have done a lot of protesting. We have been beaten up and everything like that. But if it's for a good cause, right?
Yeah.
If it's for a good cause, I think we should protest. You know, some of the things that Trump is doing, we should be protesting against it. You know, we should be letting our feelings, how we feel, known with what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, I know they going back and forth with it, right? But that's my opinion.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. You know, how you gonna voice your opinion without going out there and let it be known?
Yeah.
You know, you can sit there and go back and forth on the internet and everything like that. Everybody reading it, right? But when you out there, you know, your voice is being heard. What you think about it?
Stay your ass at home. That's what I think.
What you say?
I'm not going to do nothing. No, we've done enough.
Well,
just like we voted.
You don't think we being heard about some of the things he's doing?
November 2nd, we showed how we felt.
Well,
we showed how we felt November 2nd.
Well,
we told our Hispanic brothers and sisters what to do, how to do it, and keep it moving. Because when African Americans do stuff, it's not just for African Americans. It's for the whole. It's for the whole. It's for everybody.
Right.
Civil rights and all that's for everybody. Right. So we fight for everybody, not just us. So we told our brothers, we told our Hispanic brothers and sisters what to do, how to do it. They ain't listen.
Well, you know, now with that being said, right? You know, I understand what you're saying, and as a whole, we do it for everybody, right?
African Americans, we stand up for everybody.
You don't think we being affected by none of the things that's going on?
We can't stop it. So small stuff, small protests, yes, but this big stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
With ICE and all that, no.
Well, I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah, don't get involved.
I wouldn't touch that, right? Because at the end of the day, right, what they looking at, right, is they say black and brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say, black and brown, right? So if something happened to that black man, then it's definitely happening to the brown man too, right?
Yeah.
You know, so with the situation with ICE and everything like that, you know, hey, those things right there, I would just kind of look back and see how that's
Alvin, they got 4,000 troops in LA, 700 Marines. I'm not going to protest or do nothing because we always gonna be the first ones to get beat on and shot. No, stay home.
Well, black and brown, we all gonna get beat on.
Stay home, no.
We ain't nobody peek out there, you know. So
we'll fly to LA. You go. I'm gonna stay in a hotel. You go ahead and protest. Okay, we're gonna be on the road. Hey, y'all, we're gonna be on the road. We might be on the road next week. Y'all see my boy out there protesting. Y'all might have to come get him out of jail.
Like I say, you know, some of the things I feel that's gonna affect us, right? You know, and I could say, like you say, a small protest, but on a bigger scale, you know, with the ICE and all like that, well, if you ask me about that, you know, I don't think we got nothing to do with that. You know, I don't think we have anything to do with that. So what we can do is pray for those people.
Oh yeah, that's
and sympathize for them,
sympathize for them, because we know.
But we don't have anything to do with that. But on the other thing, like some of the things that's happened, you know, with the black people. Oh yeah, we should be protesting.
Oh yeah. That's totally different. But I'm saying, like, we've been on the front lines. We've been doing this for everybody. Every time a African American is shot and killed, we protesting. We doing this. We doing that.
How many people did you see out there when we were protesting with Leonard Floyd? I mean, what's the young lady name that got killed? And the other guy, was a few on Eric and
I can't picture their names now. Sandra Bland.
Sandra Bland.
And for some is a mixture. I think lately, for when George Floyd came, you had more of a mixed crowd at different times, certain areas. So I think that's when it started to shift, and you saw more than just African Americans marching. You saw like people getting together, and it just depends on the city. And what actually happened. I think that's when you see a mixture of people.
Right. And that's what I mean, George Floyd. Now, with that, right, you did see a mixture of people, of everybody coming along, right? You know, and those, to me, you're talking about two different things, right? You're talking about a murder, and you're talking about maybe a deportation, right?
Yeah.
You know, if they hear illegal, if they hear doing crimes, then they should be
and everybody could agree. Everybody agree with that.
But you got some here that's going to work, that's okay, right?
Yeah, even like the ones that work on these farms, we need them.
Yeah, you need them.
We
So
need them.
I don't think that you should be bothering them people
At all.
If I mean you got some of these people right here that's better than citizens that's already here, because they want to commit crimes, they want to carjack, they citizens. These people going to work, going by their business, taking care of their family.
These people are trying to feed their families, trying to survive. Yeah. We as Americans, we not going to do that. We ain't going to do no tough work. We ain't going to no field for no 12 hours a day. Them days over with, man.
Slavery.
It's over with. Picking no blueberries, strawberries.
Hey, we was enslaved. They brought us here for that right here. No.
You see, they should have had a system set up. That should have been the first people they tried to legalize, to make sure they legal, whatever.
Right.
And these people pay, I think, like trillions of dollars into our system. They pay taxes too. The people get taxed. They don't get taxes back, but they pay into their taxes.
But the thing is, right? What you cannot do is go into places. Even like with the farms, you cannot go into those type of places, right? Treating those people like that. Yeah. I mean, that's inhumane, man. Yeah. You can't do that. Your first term, you separated all these parents away from their kids, right?
I forgot about that. Yep.
Well, why are they now? You put them in a fence or a gated facility just like they were dogs, man.
Separated from their parents.
Separate them. So here you are now, sending people this way, that way to other countries that they don't even know.
And that's the cold part. You shipping them like they prisoners to El Salvador. These people some of the people don't even know what El Salvador is.
Don't even know nothing about it.
That's crazy, man.
Barack Obama, when kids were here, what he called them, the dream kids, the dreamers or something like that. The dreamers, right? Okay, so you still got some of them kids out there. They don't know nothing about Mexico or
been here all their life.
This is what they know.
Yeah.
Right? And then you taking them away from their family and say, okay, hey, you go.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. What you think about what's happening in LA right now?
Well, I can understand, right, with the deportation, and because to me I feel ICE was taking it a little too far. Yeah. When you're going into restaurants and pulling people out, when you're going on the job site and pulling people out, that's a little too far.
You going to schools? I mean, graduations?
Yeah, that's come on.
Yeah, that's way too far.
That's way too far. Yeah. So when you get to taking things like that too far, this is what you're gonna get. And so, with the riots and everything like that, I sympathize with them, really, because it just has went too far. A lot of things that he has done, he has taken it over and beyond. Yeah. And it shouldn't go there. Whatever president have done this.
And the cold part about it, like, you got the mayor of every city, you got a governor of the state. Right. Get on the phone, talk to them, see if they need help first. You just doing this on your own.
You can't. You said National Guards. You said troops. You said
700 Marines.
Yes, what I'm saying. Marines.
Marines are trained to go fight other countries. Right. They ain't trained to be civil to the people here, man.
So what president that take a military and use it against American people?
Yeah, that's the first. Yeah, that's the first.
I mean, you fighting the war within the United States that's not necessary.
Not necessary.
You doing some things in the United States that's not necessary.
Yeah.
So where's the patriot? Where is it at? What's patriotic about this right here?
It's none, man. That's defeating the whole purpose of it. Like, it's none. You're supposed to be. You're supposed to be worried. You're supposed to be protecting us. Every citizen is your job, your responsibility. You sit in that seat. You ain't doing that.
And if it's a peaceful protest, right? It's peaceful. Okay. So that means as long as they're not breaking the laws or anything, they have the right to protest.
Yeah. And I saw a couple of interviews. A couple of analysts were saying, like, we talking about LAPD. Right. They're not scared of nobody. They kick in doors, they kick butt. Like, that's the last place you gotta go send help to. Oh, yeah. They got everything under control. If they didn't, it's different, but it ain't even that serious.
Well, they have gangs, they have everything that they deal with right there. And a little ride, they can't come on. They train for they train. I bet you they training goes beyond that. So I didn't see the sense of doing it, but what you did cost America some more money.
Yeah.
You did the tune. You cost America some more money. So you study spending money. Where's the cutting at?
Yeah.
You know, with this big beautiful bill, money. Sending troops out there, money.
Money. Oh yeah, big time.
So what? I mean,
big time.
You know,
And it's crazy. We're about to spend some more money.
Yeah. I mean, at this particular
Tell the people
point,
what
right,
we're talking about, man. Tell
you
the
know,
people.
I
What's
don't
pertaining
even.
to the question,
I
man?
don't. No, what I'm saying, nothing surprised me.
Yeah.
Nothing surprised me. You know, nothing surprised me. The other morning, we hear about a strike that they went and hit Iran. Nothing surprised me. But question: what business was that ours?
None. That's America's biggest problem. We worry about everybody else, and certain conflicts we got to get involved with.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Right.
This conflict,
Right.
Israel started that.
Right.
Let them finish that,
Right.
man.
Right.
Let them finish that. They started. He already told them to leave that alone. I already had meetings
Right.
before. Leave them people alone. Y'all been fighting over there for ages. Like it ain't gonna stop, and you can't stop them. Let them people do what they've been doing.
But he didn't stick his nose in Russia, Ukraine.
Nah, he didn't want no parts of it.
I'm
He didn't
saying,
want no parts of it.
so I mean, you stick your nose over here. Why you stick your nose in Russia and Ukraine?
Because of Putin,
Well,
his homeboy.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and saying that, hey, either they gonna, and he said just like this, either they gonna get with it or they gonna get dealt with again. I'm
You
like,
can't
man,
do that.
what
Man.
you
Like
can't,
that,
what are
you
you
can't do-
doing, man?
And you got to be careful with these.
You
like,
got to be careful.
like Iran ain't like Iraq.
No.
They much different,
No.
and you got to worry about how they go, what the counter gonna be. So that's what everybody's sitting waiting on. What they gonna do? Will they take it and go ahead and deal with it, or will they say like, no, we're not letting y'all be, because you know they hate the West. They hate the West with everything they have.
Do you think 1 minute they gonna sit down and take that? Man, they got cells here, and they finna wake them up.
You think so?
Yes. Do you think they're gonna sit down and take it? No, they're not gonna sit down and take it. The minister, he said it. Check his interview out. He said, no, we're not gonna.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, no. He said they had no, which is right. They had no business attacking us.
They didn't. And I know one of the ministers flew to Moscow.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting. Now, do Russia come in, or do Russia send them military weapons and stuff like that? So that's gonna be something else.
See, you have a whole lot to come and play when you start doing things like that, right? You know, it's just not the United States. You got other countries that's gonna come in and like, okay, which side do I take? You know, what do I do, right?
Yeah.
But that's why the United States had no business. They shouldn't even touch that. Man, you know, hold your hand up, you know, and don't even touch it. So I want to ask you a question, right?
Talk to me.
All right. Now, this guy's, you know, he didn't believe in war.
Who is that?
Donald Trump.
Your president.
Your president. My president is Barack Obama. You know? He been my president, and he's still gonna be my president. Barack, me now. You know, you your boy. You a check-in?
Who,
Y'all
Sleepy
gonna be
Joe?
all right with that.
He's talking about Sleepy Joe, my boy.
I like Joe. But I gotta say this right here before we get to that, right? Trump was on Air Force One. He fell up the steps, right?
For real?
Yeah, but when Sleepy Joe fell up the steps, they made a big commotion.
Oh yeah. They talked about that for weeks,
Yeah,
right?
for weeks, man. What about Chucky? Falling up the steps.
I think he losing it, man. Honestly, like the speeches he be giving, and you can see the tantrums he be having.
Yeah.
Something wrong, man.
Well, it's been wrong. You know, it's been wrong. It's just that we see it more and
More and more, yeah. True.
And more and more and more, right? So getting back to the war that he was so against, right? You know, in 2013, he tweeted that Barack would bomb Iran to make him strong or to be strong, right?
Yeah.
So here you are now, fast forward to 2025, right? Here you are now starting your own war that you said that you didn't believe in,
Yeah.
right?
That's true. That's true.
So, I mean, what is it? You know, I knew it was a liar from the beginning, right? You know, but now you're stretching those lies, right? You know, what is it? What is it? Which one is it?
And he
Do you believe in war or you don't believe in war?
He twists on everything, just like them tariffs. 1 week, come Monday, we got to put tariffs on that. The day come, he back up out of that. He been doing that for everything. We gonna do this, back out of it. Just like the war. I'm gonna wait 2 weeks. You waited what, 2 days? Like that's crazy, man.
Well, I kind of knew when he left the summit.
Yeah.
Early, I'm like, this ain't good right here. This ain't good right here. He's finna do something.
Yeah.
He finna do something, right? And we know that he's gonna continue to do something. He keeps something on his mind all the time, right? And it's bad for the United States. Well, on his mind, it's bad for the United States.
He's not stable, man.
No, he's not stable.
He's not stable at all.
And he had the audacity to talk about Joe not being stable.
Yes.
Man, I'm like, okay.
And it seems like you doing this. You right in the same scope you put Joe in. You doing the same thing. Yeah, way worse. Way worse.
Yeah. So when it come down to it, right? We just have to go back and I'm looking at the American people, and I'm like, okay, you guys, you voted for this right here. Now you see, you never know where he's headed.
You don't.
I mean, if you knock on one door and think he's gonna be in that, he probably in the door behind you, right? If you knock on the door behind you, he probably be wave on this side. So you never know where he's gonna be, right? I'm like, okay, this guy's all over the place.
Yeah.
That's why, I need him and Elon to keep on going so we can get a little bit more juice. The fire be fueled, right? And we'll see.
Then all the truth will come out then.
Yeah.
We'll tell on each other.
Yeah, because he probably told Elon, man, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna start some kind of war. We don't know, And I'm like, okay, so this guy right here, and this is the other thing, right? He's never at the White House. He's always down in Florida, but he gets
spending our money. He down there spending our money.
Yeah, he gets back up here, call the people in, get some shit started, and then take off.
Back to Florida. What? Mar-a-Lago, whatever the shit called. Crazy, man. Crazy.
Well, check it, something else, but I'll tell you.
And the only president don't stay in the White House. Everybody else lives in the White House.
Yeah.
He don't live in the White House. That's crazy, man.
He there. Me, I'm gone. I'm like, okay. I gotta get back. Where you getting back to?
Yeah, for real.
You supposed to be working
every day, right here, here.
Hey, I don't understand it, right?
It's crazy.
But that's what the American people.
He's supposed to be saving his money, doing this and that, spending money every day.
Man,
every day, playing golf every day.
Every day.
Hey, let me ask you a question, man. What you think about his birthday parade?
There I go again. Not knowing what he gonna do. Now, how you have a parade, right? You invite the military, you got tanks and all like this, right? For a birthday party and a birthday parade.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to something like Macy's? Get some floats and something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you got tanks rolling over the street, breaking the ground and everything. I'm like, man, be for real.
But where he get that from? Them dictators. That's what them dictators do.
That's what they do.
Trying to flex his muscle.
Yeah.
He got a powerful military.
Hitler.
Crazy, man.
Man, this crazy.
Trying to show like he powerful. And he's so weak, and they know he weak.
Yeah.
And he using all that just to show, I'm strong. America's strong. And no.
Man.
They laughing at us, man.
Man, he is really, he's a weakling, man. Everybody, he's a joke, man. You don't know everybody laughing at that. You know, who takes my birthday, I'm going to have a parade. Okay, you're going to have a parade, but I'm going to have a tank. I'm going to have a missile.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. And guess what? How much money do you think that costs?
Oh, that's some millions, man.
Right.
That's a million.
Millions. And who got to pay for that?
Us. And no telling, like, them tanks probably tore up some of them roads out there.
Oh, you know they
gotta
did.
repair all that stuff too, man.
Have you ever been inside a tank?
Nah.
Oh, man. Those are heavy. They heavy. Now, they ain't as heavy as they used to be because technology make things a lot better, right?
Yeah.
Well, man, it don't make sense, right? And my thing is, right, okay, if you're going to invite the military, right, then at least have some type of ceremony for them.
Yeah, for him, yeah.
Yes, have a ceremony. Yeah. You didn't do that.
He didn't do that. It was just about him.
Yeah.
Did you see he was up there asleep? And his wife had to tap him. Yeah. You get your hotel home.
But he can talk about Joe, though.
Falling asleep. You up there asleep.
Yeah.
Like this is the parade you wanted.
He didn't take his B12 that day. So you gotta have B12. He have his B12 that day, right?
That joker sure was knocked out.
He only gave him a shot, right?
His wife said, "Get your ass."
Yeah. She said, "Get your dumb ass up." Spit it on his money right.
They say he sleep. I said, "Oh man, you a clown, man. You a clown,
man." Hey, only thing he need is a hat, a clown wig, a hat, and the big old shoes.
He fit right in. Huh?
You got 2 in 1. You got Chucky the CLOWN.
Chucky the Clown.
Chucky the Clown.
Oh,
man.
he call that man Chucky. You call your partner Chucky.
Yeah. Darren, he don't even like Chucky.
He do.
He do.
He making all them faces crazy.
He get ready to do an interview. He say,
"Hey man, you ain't even asked me about my shirt, man.
What that shirt say?
You can't read, man. Where you went
It
to school?
say something like $1.97.
Hey man, it say make crawfish $1.97 a pound again.
Oh yeah.
Hey yeah, man, it's my t-shirt. Hey everybody, you Louisiana folks, y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey look, I got this.
How much is this crawfish?
It was my little niece had a birthday party this weekend, so they bought everybody shirts. This is one of the shirts.
Okay. Yeah. So is it really $1.97 a pound now? Or is it
not
with,
no
with
more,
tariffs?
It used to be.
With tariffs, I think it's about $3. Right?
Yeah, it's high now.
It is.
That shit high now.
Man, but now I went to the grocery store. Well, two times. You know, I went and my bill say $176, right? Man, I looked when I was bringing the bags in. It was 4 bags. 4 bags, man. I was like, what the heck?
Me and they was talking about yesterday. We went to Kroger, and they're like, "Well, I bought for $50." We went to get some water, but she picked up some small stuff. She's like, "What I bought for $50?" And we ain't bought nothing. It was nothing, like you say, like 4 little bags in the water. I'm like, come on, man.
This is crazy. It's crazy. Stuff is like doubling, tripling up.
And you see it. At first it was coming up gradually, but now you can see the difference. You can see the difference.
You're going to see some shells this year.
Oh, soon.
Soon. You're going to see a lot of shells going to be up.
Oh, yeah, and the price is going to keep going up.
Really,
especially if we go to war, it's going to mess up a lot of stuff because you know, Yemen hate us too. And they on that side over there. They're at the bottom of Iran. So all them ships and everything come through that. All that all going. So what you think they're going to do? Just to get back at us?
Yeah.
And that's going to the United States? It's about to get crazy, man.
That's it, right? When you it's consequences with things that you do. Right? When you do things, you got to say, okay, what's going to be the consequences behind this right here?
Yeah.
You know, how do I not make the American people suffer? How do I not make them suffer?
Yeah.
Because what I'm doing now is crazy. Will he ever wake up and see that? Like you say, he'll sleep. Maybe he's in a dream every day.
Maybe
I'm talking about somebody need to throw some cold water on Chucky, man. Get him right, man. Get him right. You know, because he ain't right now. Chucky's a long way from being right.
I just hope things don't go left. I hope Iran be like, okay, we'll let it slide and move on. But man,
now I'm telling you, them people, man, it's some sales over here. He have just woken up those sales. I'm just hoping that, you know, that our government can pick them out and see where they at before anything happens. Cause them people are not going. They're not. You don't bomb a country, you know, just because you think of, right.
Yeah.
You know, you think it's there. President said. I mean, the minister said there wasn't no reason for it. You know, his own lady. What the lady name? I just thought about that lady that got sick.
Oh your girl. You just said her name.
Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard. Right?
Clown,
you know, she said no. She wasn't in agreement with it.
Oh, she said that.
What happened after talking to her? Because he said he actually just put her down when he was doing the interview.
Yeah.
You know, so he got with his little mega partners, you know, and all them right there. He didn't even. I don't even think he got with Congress on that.
He didn't. He didn't. They say, I think they sent some of the Republicans knew. They sent messages to him or whatever, but the Democrats didn't know. Schumer said something about it today. I think he got an email or a text or something, but it was short. It was nothing about what's going on, what they plan on doing. He didn't even. You're supposed to run it by Congress, even though you can say, okay, well, I'm gonna do it anyway. But but by law, you're supposed to sit down and y'all have a conversation.
See, that's the dictatorship I'm talking about. Right?
And that's what he wants.
No, that's what
and it's like the Republicans just giving it to him. You can do whatever you want, and it shouldn't be that way because that's why we have checks and balances. No brands have too much of power.
Checks and balances.
Yes.
Where they at?
They got like we ain't got none. No.
I mean, with all the spending, with everything, there's no checks and balances. You doing what you said that you wasn't gonna do.
Yeah, everything.
Everything that you said
you're supposed to be saving money, like you say, taking care of the American people.
Right.
What else? Y'all went through the government with Elon Musk and then with Doge. Where all that money that y'all found? What else? What y'all do? They say they found all kind of millions of dollars. What else?
And then you're gonna ask the justice, right, to just do away with the education system, right? Okay, but you saying in the same breath, people got to continue to pay their student loans.
Yeah.
So where's the money going?
Yeah. That's something to think about.
If you don't have the education system, where's the money going?
And did you saw the nitwit that's in charge of the Department of Education? What they found out? Some Jim McMahon wife was.
Yeah, she's a wrestler.
What you know about government going to school?
She don't know nothing about wrestling. She gonna be out there wrestling with somebody after a while. You know. She don't.
I saw him interviewing her. Like, you don't know nothing. Some lady was sitting on the side of her when she was interviewed by Congress. They passing her the card. She reading off her card. Don't know how to answer any questions. Don't know what to say. Just making up stuff.
I heard she went from New Orleans. That's the education system once again. So if you look at the education system that come out of New Orleans, with those people right there, you got what you got. Now, they talk about doing away with the education system. Why do they need her?
Yeah, they don't need her, definitely. She probably went to school in Georgia somewhere.
No, you can't send her back up here.
That's crazy, man. That woman don't know nothing, no, man.
Man,
and
it's
so irresponsible. How can y'all put this woman running a government department? Not no business department, a government department.
So this is what he's saying. Okay, we do away with the education system. The education department, we do away with all that, right?
Yeah.
We keep her there so y'all can pay y'all student loans so she can collect the money. She in charge of the money that's coming in for y'all student loan. Now, if you don't pay your student loans, this is what we're going to do. We're going to come to your job. We're going to get it out your check one way or another, right?
Oh, yeah, they want their money?
We're going to garnish it. We're going to do something.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, Chucky, get real.
And they mean it, though. They're going to try to get that money. They want that money.
Man, Chucky is serious, man. The world would be better off, without Chucky.
Oh,
so
yeah. Big time.
You got what happens, right, when you get a situation like this, the things that he's doing, and Congress is just like
they quiet.
Yeah.
They quiet. They're not doing their job.
Not at all.
That's Donald? That's Donald again?
Yeah, man. Well, I tell you, man, what's going on? What's going on with y'all people, man?
Hey, man, y'all ruining our film.
Hey, man,
you're ruining our film.
Y'all see me behind the microphone?
Don't quit your day job, man. You ain't got no
Let's
rhythm,
mix it up, man.
You on
Let's mix it
beat.
up, man.
Okay, go ahead. Go, Alvin. Go, Alvin.
Yo,
Go,
Darren. Yo, Darren. My name's Alvin.
Oh.
We get it.
Go ahead, man.
Hey,
Rock.
man. We been in there. As we wrap it up, man.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Good
look.
talk,
Hey,
man.
thank y'all
Good
for
talk.
coming in, tuning in with us. Y'all continue to please check us out, but y'all gotta start getting them comments because I've been going checking. I ain't seen nobody in there. I'm gonna start calling y'all out. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all subscribe and let us know something.
Please do.
And don't
Please
forget, y'all let me know who y'all favorite, me or him.
And then you know what? As Inside the Real Room podcast keep coming to you guys, y'all tell us some topics that y'all want us to discuss, right? Some that y'all like. If y'all don't like what Darryl talking about, I can understand that. I really do understand it. I understand. He speaks Spanish most of the time. I do understand that. He speaks Chinese most of the time. I understand that. He speaks Venezuelan, and I do understand that too, right? So, hey, it is what it is.
All right, I'm gonna tell them to work on them jokes, y'all. Don't worry about it. Close us out, man.
Hey, man. Hey, until the next time, Ron. Thank y'all. Inside the Real Room podcast. We out.
We out, baby.